Well, despite Voting Gauntlet and the game itself being full of screaming monotony, I can at least take pride in the fact that I can say that, at the very least, Voting Gauntlet has gone about the way I thought it would. It's Tharja versus Sigurd at the moment. Now, who will get burned this time is the question. We could very well see the second male winner of a Voting Gauntlet for once. Although I am on Team Thought. I would like her to win because, you know, I would win too. So here, I am finally gonna give Ike Quick Riposte 3. Like, holy shit. I've only put, like, every other possible resource ever into him already. Except for the final step on one of his skills. I've been doing Quick Riposte 2 for the longest fucking time. And because people have been telling me so often and pointing out, hey, you only got Quick Riposte 2 on your Ike, I will finally upgrade it to 3. Finally. And also considering I can't think of much else to spend my feathers on. And I've already got like tons of 5 stars. I think all I really need now is to fill out my green 5 stars a little bit more. I got plenty of colorless, plenty of blues, way more reds than I could ever possibly need ever. It's just the greens I want, and maybe do a couple other things. I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe the next time I get another 20,000, yeah, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that beautiful bastard right there. I'll probably merge Soren one more time. I've got a 4-star Soren, and I think it might be helpful to merge him one more, give him those fucking beautiful, delicious stat points. Just one stat point can make a difference, which happens pretty often. Funny thing was, I'll have Soren try to attack something. He'll be off by literally 1 damage. They will survive by like 1 HP, and then I'll be like, shit, what do I do? Oh yeah, moves Ike closer. Oh, now I'll get the kill. So that was a pretty nice weekend. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. I wasn't really doing a heck of a lot on Fire Emblem Heroes. There wasn't, like, shit else to do. But the Voting Gauntlet, I kind of finished up, like, some chain challenges, did the Berkut missions, because Lunatic and Infernal I already beat, and those were cakewalks. In the Lunatic one, I pretty much got all of the quests done, and Ike basically soloed the entire map just by standing on a fortified tile. So that was pretty cool. I almost forgot my list. Hero battles happens to be on the list. I never finished the list from the last video. Improvements on the game. I think fixing the summoning pool needs to be a high priority, because now we're actually starting to get flooded with a lot of 5 stars. There might actually be more 5-star units available than there are, like, 3- and 4-star units. That's probably an exaggeration, but it fucking really feels like it. Like, it's so damn monotonous. I kind of wish that we could have at least a huge flood of 3- and 4-star units just come into the game out of nowhere. Just so that way I can feel like, oh, hey, I got something new for once. Rather than, you know, only banking on the hope and prayer that I get a 5-star out of this particular summon or whatever. Because we've pretty much got every 4- and 3-star unit in the game. I think they need to take some of these more commonly accepted crappier units and downgrade them from 5-star into the 4- and 3-star pool. I'm not intelligent systems, but all I know is that as a player and having experienced the game since the beginning, I think at the very least, I think something needs to change even a little bit. It doesn't even have to be like game-breaking or mind-blowing or anything. Just shake up the monotony a little bit. That's all I'm asking for. Oh yeah, and the reason why I mentioned hero battles earlier is, remember when the game first came out and we had like ordinary hero battles? Those were actually pretty unique and fun, I think. You know, with Stahl and Olivia and, you know, Rice, Tsubaki, I think. Those maps were pretty fun, and you got to have like a 1 or 2 star hero out of that, which was pretty rewarding, especially because it wasn't that costly or hard to make them a 4 star, and they had some pretty good fodder utility to them. Or either that or Olivia was a free dancer, and back in the day we didn't have that many dancers, and Olivia was the easy answer to, you know, not getting one of the good ones like Azura or Ninian at the time. I wish that they would change up those hero battles a little bit, maybe phase in a new set of characters. They don't even need to be new ones, just ones that weren't there before. That would be really nice also, instead of seeing the same old motherfuckers over and over and over again. I think I watched a Sage Master video the other day, and I think I saw that he hasn't even done some of these hero battles yet. I think it might have been the Tsubaki one, I don't remember, but it was kind of funny to know, just to notice that. That was pretty funny. But to add on to the hero battles also, they are the only source of 1 and fucking 2 stars we'll ever see in the game, like, ever, except for the Asker Trio. Like, what the actual fuck? What is the point of having 3, 4, and 5 stars if 1 and 2 stars are not very attainable in the game in the first place? Like, what's the point even? Just fucking get rid of the 1 and 2 stars. Like, 3-star units are junk the way it is. Like, if I could go back and play with, you know, the 1 and 2 star characters on my account right now, that would be probably mind-blowingly underpowered, and I wouldn't even be able to probably get them to kill things of, you know, enemy training tower enemies at like 5 levels below them. Like, 1 and 2 star units are absolute complete garbage if 3 stars are generally accepted to be that way as well. I mean, you can make them work, but they're, you know, you could just make them a 4-star, make them slightly better. I mean, in the broad spectrum of things, I know 1 and 2 stars don't really matter, and I am nitpicking, but still, it's the fine details that can really irk you once in a while. I think a very amazing improvement is if they were to take a page out of the book of many other gacha games, like Fate Grand Order as an example, and just go ahead and either utilize feathers or make yet another currency and have like a special banner that you can constantly roll on, and it'll get you like items or maybe 1 and 2 star heroes, right? Kind of like you could roll on a banner and RN Jesus may bless you with a shitload of sacred coins instead of having the exact same opportunities as literally everybody else in the game, getting them from quests and from gifts and stuff. Put in some sort of friend point system rather than just giving us this pittance of fucking 5 feathers. Oh wow, I am well on my way to upgrading that 3-star to a 4-star. Oh gee whiz. Sure, all of these are long shots, but they're ideas nonetheless, and I think Really, Fire Emblem Heroes is due for like a good improvement. Like, this last update was great, but the hype faded so fast for me. And it was like, man, you know, all this cool stuff, the refinery and whatnot, that's all super cool and whatever. But, you know, the materials required for these things are pretty scarce, and you only get them when they decide to give them to you. There's no way to, like, I don't know. Maybe I actually do feel like grinding for shit once in a while. Even though I complain about grind in other games, I think it would be nice if they were to put more power in the player's hands to go out and get what they want, if that makes any sense. And then another tiny idea I had was, like, if maybe factions, you know, grouping up with your friends or whatever became a thing. What if, you know, you could spend, like, some sort of currency, feathers, spend your own whatever, and make a quest out of something, like some sort of quest creator. This one's definitely a long shot, but I thought it was a fun idea nonetheless. Just being able to put out a quest for your friends and be like, hey, if you use Ike, if you have to use Ike by himself on one of the lunatic training towers, so like just the fucking, I don't know, yeah, you use Ike to solo a map 10 times and you get 2,000 feathers. I think that would be really fun. I would probably troll a lot of people on my friends list, force them to use Ike, or maybe Ike and Soren in a pair, or other goofy stuff, you know, or maybe something else in case they don't have like an Ike or whatever. Make them use Alphons in order to get some rewards. That would be pretty funny. And as you can see here, I'm going to finally upgrade Jafar. And I'm really actually excited for a dagger unit for once, which is kind of funny. Who was your first legendary weapon upgrade? Did you do Jafar? Did you do Eliwood? Let me know.